Now, if you've got babies at home and they're not getting a good night's sleep because they're dealing with either GERD or colic, we're going to talk about that right now. Now, I did not know what GERD was until we spoke about this at the production meeting yesterday, and it's all about that reflux.
Yes.
So the baby's having a hard time keeping things down.
It's actually a baby form of acid reflux. It's exactly what it is. Basically what it is, it's when the esophagus, the muscles around the esophagus have not grown strong enough to actually close the esophagus. So the milk goes down, doesn't stay down, comes back up, and quite often what will happen shortly after is the acid from the stomach comes up too.
Oh, that's painful, and they don't sleep, and they're uncomfortable.
I'm not sure if moms realize that when we say acid, it's really acid. It's happened to me twice myself in bed. I've woke up choking, Tracy, water down my nose. The acid at the back of the throat is unbelievable. Like for me, so for a baby, goodness knows how they're feeling to be able to take that kind of pain, because it brings tears to my eyes, it burns. So it's very, very uncomfortable for the babies.
How do you know if that's what's happening with them?
Well, some of the signs that you need to look for is obviously probably frequent vomiting. So a baby will often bring their milk up shortly after they've finished feeding. But don't forget, babies will do that if they've probably overindulged a little. But some of the other signs is when your baby starts really expressing like discomfort. You know, then they have a big fart. Where's Marianne? Marilyn, that's her favorite word. No, but they get gassy, and they'll probably get, you know, let out a big old fart, and then just general discomfort.
Is it mostly at nighttime though, or it can be any time after they've fed?
Any time of day after feed, generally after feeding, because that's basically what's going to happen. The most difficult thing for when you're talking and trying to sleep a baby with acid is the safest way, as we know, to sleep a baby is on its back. It's the absolute worst way for a baby with acid reflux, as you can imagine. So the minute you actually lay a baby down flat, you will find that they're extremely uncomfortable. There's every chance then that the acid starts to come up. I mean, I've learned this from my own experience. Now you've got to prop yourself up. So one of the things that you can do, first of all, is you can buy a wedge. So you can actually get this, and this would go under the mattress on your crib, not under the crib, not under the mattress, actually under the sheet between the mattress and that.
So it's underneath that mattress sheet?
Yes, it's under the sheet. So what would happen is, and you know what, I got this wedge from Bye Bye Baby in Whitby. They were very kind to bring this over for me. Is basically you would be elevating the mattress a little. So we would actually go under here, but we don't have a mattress to share. And the baby then would actually be at a slight angle, which would help keep everything down, not going up. Now, obviously, if you're unsure, you should, you know, insist to have some tests done with your doctors. If your baby has it really bad, your doctor will probably give you some medication. One of the other things that you need to be thinking about doing is that when you're feeding your baby is to keep your baby in a keep him very upright while they're feeding. Not too upright, but a 45-degree angle. You would feed your baby. Then you cannot put your baby down for the longest time. Wait, baby over the shoulder, you know, and you've got to keep your baby upright again. The minute you put your baby down, chances are baby's gonna, you know, end up barfing. So on Saturday, I was actually on a consult, and it just so happens my client, just as I get there, I'm probably in the door 30 seconds, and she's sitting there with the baby, like a river coming out the baby's mouth, like all the milk, baby's throwing up. Dad picks the baby up, probably within a minute, barfs over Dad's over his back. Said, you guys must get through some laundry. She said, you wouldn't believe it. The baby barfed the entire 2 hours I was there.
Oh my gosh.
It was really sad, and it was really, really uncomfortable. And unfortunately, you know, you're very limited to what you can do. You can't sleep your baby on the back. And sadly, up until the point where the medication kicks in, etc., there's very little you can do. What I'm doing right now is, you know, trying to help the mom get on a schedule so that the baby's sleeping at the right time. But I'm getting emails. She's in the rocking chair, baby over her shoulder, from 3 o'clock in the morning. That's where that's
what I'd be thinking. Maybe you become one of those parents that's wearing your baby then, because they're in an upright position.
And that's what you're really forced to do at that time. And sadly, these all become sleep-associated habits that you're going to have to eliminate later. It is going to become very tough when you transfer your baby into the crib. You're going to have to start a whole sleep program. But for now,
you do what you have to do.
You do what you got to do. And if your baby's really upset, you need to attend to your baby.
For sure. So see a doctor, make sure it is what they really have, and then go through the steps that you need to try and get some sleep when they get some sleep, even if you're holding them at the same time. We've all been there. Okay, thanks a lot for that. I know we didn't touch colic. We'll get back to it another time.